And I asked Nadia to talk, she said she couldn't do it, and so she sent us Sandra to talk about the project of the Madeira Impact Collective. So welcome, Sandra, and tell us a bit about what is the Madeira Impact Collective.
Hi everyone. I'm not the best at tech, so I'll start sharing screen, which might take a while. But let me introduce you to the project.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, that's the second slide. Second. Okay. Can everybody see what I'm sharing? Let me know.
Looks good.
All good? All right. So the screen here. Okay, so we're gonna be talking just a bit about Madeira Impact Collective, which, as you know, is taking place in Madeira Island. So we named the session Paths to Local Change because Madeira is a remote island. I don't know if you all know where it is. It's somehow in the middle of the Atlantic, closer to Africa than it actually is to Europe. And so what happened is we started with an association that is not actually called Madeira Impact Collective, it's the Impact Collective, as you can see there, the logo, which is UK based. And okay, Nadia, who's in this photo here, was supposed to do the presentation, is one of the leaders of this organization. So when she moved to Madeira, she understood that this could actually potentially be a nice hub for innovation. And somehow she dragged me along with her motivation to join this project because she's very passionate about creating impact everywhere, anywhere in the world. So now I'm a member also of the Impact Collective, the main association, and I've started working in this project within the Impact Collective called Madeira. So I'm handling more the comms part, also engaging and talking to stakeholders. So I have a background in different areas, worked across multiple startups. I'm an ex-Greenpeace volunteer. And now I decided to take more action locally. So we're gonna Okay, so I'll just go shortly to explain why we believe that impact ecosystems matter. So remote regions face, as you might know, a bit more specific and unique social environmental changes because they're further away from any central hubs of innovation, central hubs of impact. Like, for example, we have London, we have even Lisbon, who's now starting to rise. We're far away from those. So, and also that also means we don't have that much access to expertise, like experts, innovators who come to these regions to work. And so this creates the need for a bit more community-led, collaborative innovation with people from other countries, other areas who either come in or just try and coordinate it with whoever's already in location. For this reason, we also understand that first we have to think about the area as a system. We have to understand the area even better because we cannot compare remote regions to whatever we already know. We would not develop an impact ecosystem in a remote region the same way we would try and create one in the city or even somewhere in the mainland. So that's something we cannot replicate. So as I mentioned, we're the Impact Collective. So we are a group of specialists from different areas with different expertise. mix of skills and experience. And we do support not only communities in Madeira, but communities across the globe. So we have this knowledge, this base of knowledge from how other people and how we ourselves have already developed and created changes for impact ecosystems. Here. Okay. So for Madeira, we decided to go forward with this project in a way that's sustainable, regenerative, and inclusive. So developing these sort of initiatives. And we wanted to do this co-designing with, we wanted to co-design this with the community, because I said, Madeira is a unique ecosystem. It's a different one. We didn't want to come in here thinking that we already know what should be done. And also because we identified that these sorts of hubs that are not so central lack strategies, we wanted to develop something new and position Madeira as a living lab for impact innovation, remote impact innovation. Because I don't know if you know the island, this is a beautiful place, a lot of nature, a lot of opportunities for sustainable tourism, new water systems. We have a lot of sun for renewable energy. So we see this as one of the perfect hubs to develop such an impact hub and like different initiatives, different projects, and a network. So there are some key challenges in Madeira which have already been identified even before we did our research. Some of them are forest fires. We already lost quite a lot of forest because of fires here. Waste management, cost of living, especially recently, it's increased a lot, substantially, especially compared to our local living, not living minimum wages. This is it's been becoming very difficult for locals to be able to afford housing. So, and then a lot of stress on infrastructure. Also in terms of climate change, we've been having quite some storms here recently as anywhere else, but we also see the consequences of climate change. So we still have a lot to go when it comes to renewable sources. Lack of employment is also a big issue. It's mostly in the hospitality industry. We can't have that many industries here. So a lot of people do struggle to find jobs. And of course, this also means we're surrounded by water, and there's an impact in marine life in the island. Okay. So this is just a quick intro to Madeira Impact Collective. What we will explore today a bit more in depth is Madeira Impact Collective is a prototype ecosystem, which methods we've already used to activate a community change, some cases, examples and insights, and then if you want to quickly ask some questions, be free to. So just last year, so we've been, the Madeira Impact Collective started around 4 years ago when Nadia moved to Madeira. So we've been trying for these 4 years to develop an ecosystem here. So I've been on and off because I've left the island and come back. But to sum up, we've run different events, co-working sessions, networking sessions. We've already been part of an accelerator program. So a lot has been happening and developing. Like I mentioned, we did a whole system mapping, talked to different agents, stakeholders, build connections. And last year, we got funding to run a program with locals and internationals. So to capacitate them to implement, create and ideate, create and develop their own impact ideas. So this is the timeline of the project. This is what we've done, and this is how we organize it. So we started at a co-design session with the community. Then we had our kickoff event. We followed with intense 5 weekly workshops and social culture events And now we've been running capacity building workshops monthly. So starting with the co-design. So we started the whole program with a co-design session. So we wanted to focus on the community. Like I said, we didn't want to go in thinking we know what needs to be done, what are the problems, how do we address them. We wanted to engage with everyone here. I may be a local, but I also don't know everything. So we needed more people in different, not just locals, also expats, government officials. We wanted everyone to give us feedback. So what we wanted to know is like what matters most to the community members, what future do people actually want to shape on the island, what is already working, and what are the biggest gaps and challenges. So based on this, we identified these areas, these impact areas to address. Like I said, we already done our research in terms of system mapping. There was already some different research been done. So we gathered all this information. We came up with these change areas to work on in the program with program participants. So affordable housing, waste management, sustainable tourism, mental health, arts and culture, ocean and biodiversity, and land and food. So all of these areas so there's a lot of challenges and different challenges on the island regarding all these areas. So then after the co-design session, we started our kickoff event. Our kickoff event included 3 different types of audience. It included the program participants we selected, 13 people, group of locals and expats. Then balanced in terms of locals, expats, also balanced in terms of gender, which was amazing that we could gather this group of people. And then we also invited different experts from government officials to organizational leaders to people who've been doing incredible projects, small scale, even big scale projects on the island. From waste management to permaculture to even youth or I don't know, ocean and biodiversity. So all those areas we tried and come up and gather people that are experts in all of them from different organizations. And the activities consisted of challenge mapping, solutions exhibition, ideation, prototyping, and storyboarding. So I'll go through these and I'll show you some photos so that you give a bit more context of what was done. So we had our solutions exhibition. So what happened here is that we wanted to inspire people and let them know that there's already things being done across the world. This was a snowball effect project, was developed not now, but in the past already by Nadia as one of the projects from the Madeira Impact Collective. So during the kickoff event, we have a gallery with different projects displayed. And we went through them. We showed them to the audience. As you can see, people are going around, getting inspired. Okay, so second part of the event consisted of us sitting people down on tables, experts and participants, coming up with solutions. First, challenges, addressing the challenges, solutions for the challenges that were identified in the different areas. So we had 6 tables with the 6 teams. As I said, experts, locals together, mixed, coming up with solutions for all of those areas. As you can see here, these are some of the solutions. And they also had to deliver a prototype. So it was a design thinking session. We won't go too in depth here, but because we're almost running out of time. But so basically, this is some of the results of what was done. People are very inspired, very engaged, and they especially love being together with other experts that in any other situation wouldn't be possible for them to do it. We have ran the weekly workshops on theory of change, user journey, persona, social business model canvas, and even how to do pilot action plans. So, and we also covered IDGs, which is internal development goals, not just the business part, but also in terms of how they could develop themselves with emotional intelligence, be able to then create a project and go forward with it. Like I mentioned, we also had weekly events with the participants. We did different tours with sustainable, impactful projects here. From the sustainable whale watching trip, they're certified. Mad Passion, someone who's very passionate about passion fruits, and developing a research project here. To Madeira embroidery workshop, it's a very known local, like very cultural sort of tradition here. Sorry, I don't know. Okay. So after the kickoff and after all the workshops and all the cultural fun, our cohort came up with solutions. So we had solutions come up in different areas, and I'm just going to slide through some of them. They're not all included because some recently came up. These are the main ones that have been developed a bit further. So we had Trash Catch, which is an ocean protection solution where one of the participants wants to create a barrier in the ocean to stop plastic pollution to go from going further into the ocean. So she now has to get some funding for this. It's a really beautiful idea. I don't know. Can you see I'm getting some pop-ups here. Okay. Okay. We also have someone who wants to create a program for sports kids to work on their emotional intelligence. An app for teenagers also overcome challenges are very particular to their age. An agriculture cooperative so that we can increase the production of organic products in Madeira and support those who are already doing it and create this network so that you can not only deliver more food, but also motivate even the existing farmers on the island to shift to different methods. And then a project to connect children and youth more to the land. It's a community garden where they can grow things, where they can learn about healthy eating and so on. Okay. So some of these projects are still development. Some people had to stop it. Others are looking for very specific things, like I mentioned, funding or more expertise or more research, because they did a 5-week training and now they're refining the whole project. It's their first time doing something like this, but they're very engaged, and most of all, they are happy that they're part of a network and they're not alone through this process in this island where not much was happening before. So basically some of the lessons we've learned with all this program, but even before, throughout these 4 years of seeking to create this hub, is that we do have to start with a community voice. That's how people really become engaged. Because even with the systems mapping, we could already realize that people were happy to be part of this. And people wanted to be part of this. And then it united locals and expats, because normally it's when people come from the outside who want to create change. When they engage with whoever's already here, that's when you can create real change. You don't come here with an idea of what we want to do that might not meet the real needs. And then you might not even have the support of important stakeholders here, because they don't even understand what that need could be. If there's no need, then why would you create something locally? So build trust through shared action, because when you do engage and when you take action with people who are here, and when you gain their trust, that's when things do start happening. And building trust in remote locations is not easy, but it's possible. Support experimentation and learning. So we can't think that things are going to happen straight away. There's a lot of experimentation. There's a lot of learning in the process, especially when you're helping others create change and helping others create projects and develop projects, especially in a location where there's not so common, where people are not used to being in the to being in the impact area, or they're not used to having a network of other people also wanting to create impact and giving those first steps. And that ecosystems grow through relationships. And these relationships could be from people all across the globe. So don't just rely on the people you have in local. Just spread wherever you want to go. Because we've been working, like I said, with the Impact Collective. Most people are based in the UK. We've been working with different agents. We had events with people from across the globe, experts who were invited to come here. So I guess I'm already past the time. But to sum up, this is what we are. And we're seeking to shape Madeira into a living lab for impact, where collaboration creates a more resilient future. So thank you so much for listening. I wish I had a couple more minutes. There's a lot to say. But if you want to learn more about the project, you can reach out to me. This is my email. We also have a landing page that talks a bit, that's more short information on the project. And if you want to come to Madeira, there's a WhatsApp group, Madeira Impact Collective, for whoever is interested in learning about what's happening here. We have a lot of people sharing news and even events there. So feel free to join. Thank you. So I guess it leaves us no time for questions and answers.
Yes, so no. Yeah, we're going. Thank you a lot for sharing this, and
Thank you. And I'm
welcome
sorry.
everyone for being here. And yes, great to have had you here. And yes, I'm really sorry I came in at the end again because I was coordinating things and it really sounded interesting and inspiring. So I hope it really was for all of you.